So I'm just sitting here and I'm just, I'm answering his questions. I'm saying what I gotta, whatever needs to be said. I'm not gonna bring up the whole ordeal about the camera because it's not worth fighting. I'm not gonna beg him to do the things that he's promised me 10 billion times. I'm not begging him anymore. You want to do it. Because at this point, I give up. I give up. I'm not. I mean, at the end of the day, we both know that you don't love me. We both know that I am not your ex girlfriends, your beautiful, gorgeous ex girlfriends. We both know that I am not, you know what I mean? He brags about them so many times. Like, he gets so fucking mad when I talk about my ex husband. But we were together. I knew him for 14 years of my life. We were married. We were together for 12 years, and I knew him 14. So a lot of my life was spent with him. I'm 30 years old, and over half of my life was spent with this person, and or almost half of my life at this point was spent with him. And he can't stand to hear it, but I have to listen to him brag about his stripper ex-girlfriend, and I have to hear about how the neighbors used to bang on the walls when he would fuck his ex-girlfriend, and how he would have people make remarks to him at the store about how good he fucked his ex-girlfriend and stuff. Like, why do you say stuff like that to me? Like, that's okay for you to say, but I can't tell you a story that remotely even involves my ex. Like, and not even a sexual story, like just a stupid little story. I can't even tell you how much the things he used to do hurt me. I can't tell you the creepy things that he's done. I can't explain. I can't talk to you about anything without you blowing up on me. I can't tell you any of my pain because you blow up on me. But you're allowed to brag about that shit, and I'm supposed to sit here and not say anything, and then you tell me that it's me who asked to hear it? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear how proud you are that your ex-girlfriend was a hot stripper. I don't want to hear how proud you are that people were bragging about you at the store and how good you fucked your other ex. I don't want to hear about that. Like, why would you tell me that stuff? While you make me feel like I'm the most disgusting human being that ever walked the face of the earth. Why in the fuck would I want to hear those things? And he used to, it's funny because, like, I'm not like, I don't really care how many people he slept with, but when we first got together, we would talk about it because, that's just stuff that you talk about, right? Not that it really matters or it makes a difference, because once you love that person, you love them, and and he would say, well, I've been with 5 people. Okay. All right. When we got together, I've been with 2 people. I've been with 3 people my entire life. One of them I was with 12 years. The other one was a horrible mistake. And now him. That's a love ever. I had little boyfriends when I was younger. Little in junior high boyfriends. You know what I mean? I started dating my ex-husband when I was in ninth grade. And we were together up until I was 27 years old. You know what I mean? So, or I was 26. I was 26 when we split up. So, but you know what I mean? He would always it went from 5 people to 6 people to 7 people. Every time we would talk about it, like, because I don't know how we always ended up talking about it, but for a long time it was like he always had to find a way to brag about it. And even to this day, he still sometimes, and like, he would tell me that he had never had a blowjob before. And so when we first got together, that was something that I very much enjoyed doing because I was excited to be the first one. and I was excited, and I enjoyed it, and it was something. And I know that's too much information, but I mean, this is the thing that one of the things that hurt, and then like about 2 or 3 months into our relationship, he all of a sudden out of nowhere was like, oh yeah, you're not the first one that's ever done that. I've had plenty of them. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hold up, what? You know what I mean? When we first got together, you told me that you'd never had one because all you ever did was penetration, vaginal penetration. That was like, that's all you'd ever done. That was it. It was just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That was all you ever done. And, like, it was never reciprocated. I literally, we've been together, TMI, but this is just for reference. Literally on my both hands can count how many times that he has reciprocated oral. And that's one of the things that really hurts me, is because I was going to town because I was so excited being the first one. Would go to, I did for a long time, for several months, whenever the beginning of a relationship. Would just spontaneously do it while we were going down the road. I was living my life. I had been a stick in the mud. I'd been living with my mom, wasn't allowed to live, and I was excited. I was exploring myself and exploring, him, and I thought that we had this incredible relationship and that we were honest and we loved each other. And now looking back, it feels like everything was just a lie and that he was just taking advantage of me, and I was just stupid, and I believed every fucking word he had to say. And now he, like I said, I can count. I can barely count on both my hands how many times oral has been reciprocated. And he's made numerous remarks about how disgusting my vagina is, and I don't think it's gross. I do, because he's made fun of me, but I'm a big girl. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I never had that problem before. My ex never had a problem with me. I think he just doesn't love me, and he just got whatever he could get. But I remember whenever he told me that he had plenty of blowjobs before, and I was like, it hurt, it hurt, because here I was exploring my life, and finally, for the first time, because my mom struggled with drugs and mental health, and my sister's dad was not, he's not my dad, but he kind of helped raise me, but he was always busy making money, and my dad was never in my life. He came into my life twice for an extremely short amount of time, and I haven't seen him since. My mom was never there. She was there, but she wasn't mentally available. And then my sister's dad was never there because he was always working. And I had to take care of my sisters. I never went to parties. I never went out and had fun. I stayed home and did homework and took care of my sisters, and that was I stepped up. I cooked supper. I cooked and cleaned, and I didn't, so when I moved out and moved in with him, I finally was living my life, and I was having fun. And then I thought, we could experience life together, and he was telling me all these things that he had never done, and I was like, yeah, let's do it together. I'll be, and I thought, and I was so proud of myself and so excited, and just for him to out of nowhere one day tell me that he had lied to me. And then, like I said, every time we would talk about it, it was like he would just all of a sudden, oh yeah, well I slept with this girl, and I had this girl, and then this girl, and then I'm like, why didn't you just, like, why? I could never understand why he would, it was like 2 years before he finally admitted that he'd been with like 16 people. And I'm just like, I never was judging you. You know what I mean? I was never I just wanted you to be honest with me. Like, I was trying so hard to be an open book with him. Like, I wanted so much for us to be 100% open and honest with each other, because I wanted that. That's what I wanted. I mean, he was everything that I'd ever wanted. Physically, I mean, at the time, emotionally, he made me feel more love than I'd ever, you know what I mean? And I loved him. I was mad. I was just incredibly in love with him, and I was obsessed, and would have, like I said before, I would have swore he hung the moon. And all I wanted was, that's what I told him, in the beginning, just be good to me and be honest. And you'll never have anything to worry about. And that's what I told him. I said, if you are good to me and are honest with me, you will never have anything to worry about, because you are everything I've ever wanted in this world. You are literally the definition of everything I've ever wanted in this world. I couldn't ask for anything else. All I need you to do is be good to me and be honest. That's it. That's all you have to do. Be good to me. Be kind to me. I mean, and then that's where I fucked up. Be good to me, and be honest, and you'll never have to worry about anything again. And all I did was fucking lie from that day on. I don't know.